hope all is well and everybody is doing okay. For a quick FYI, I dropped Frizzy off, yo. I'm drained. She was howling, hooting, ass in the air, all that shit. So she's at the veterinarian and she's getting her hysterectomy. A cat hysterectomy. But I wanted to come on here to say something. I don't mean no malice against anyone, because trust me, I don't care what nobody say. I pray for world peace. I want peace. Because we only have one thing, one shot rather, at this thing called life. So don't waste it on bullshit. You feel me? And this is what I want to say. Excuse me. This is what I want to say. Who cares? And this is in general to anyone who sees this. Who cares what the next person think of you? You're your own boss. Okay? Do not waste your life and energy on unnecessary bullshit. Okay? And I will say this to any of my friends and my family. Do not waste your time on unnecessary bullshit. People who you do not know, who don't pay your bills, who's not there to take care of you, who's not there to be there for you, who's not there to love you. Do not waste your time. Time is valuable. Time is valuable. It's 7 o'clock. It seemed like it was just 10 o'clock. You know why? Time don't wait for nobody. It just seemed like it was 10 a.m. And I don't care if this message get out to one person, at least I said something. And I'm telling you, don't waste your time. It's not worth it. It's not healthy. Okay? It's not healthy. Pray about it. Give it to God, and God will handle everything. Laugh, live, love, and laugh. Okay? And I mean this with a sincere heart. I love everybody. I don't give a damn if you hate me, if you don't know me. I still love you. I still love you. I never had hate in my heart. Never. Okay? I remember times, and I think that's what instilled me was my mom, because my mom always told me when we were together being that, okay, my mom is from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, and I don't speak any Spanish, okay? But I remember my mom telling her Spanish friends when we meet each other up in the store, whatever the case may be, and my mom is speaking Spanish, and then they start speaking Spanish to me. Hello, Justin. And when they start speaking Spanish to me, they ask my mom. They say, "That's your daughter?" My mom say yes, and then they start speaking Spanish. And my mom say, "Oh, she don't speak Spanish." I said, "No español." And they say, "Why you don't know no Spanish? Why she don't speak Spanish?" And my mom would tell them, she would literally tell them they didn't want to learn. I have, it's 8 siblings. I'm a middle child. Okay, I'm a middle child. So this is what I think happened. When my mom came from Santo Domingo, okay, my oldest sister speaks Spanish. Okay, and I think because my mother came up here, she was trying to learn English. So she didn't speak English. She only spoke Spanish. So my dad, being that he was from the islands, also he's Jamaican. He knew how to speak. He spoke only English, okay, and my mom only spoke Spanish. So that being said, my mom was trying to learn how to speak English, okay. So she didn't teach us as growing up. She didn't teach us how to speak Spanish. So when we went out to the, like I said, when we went to grocery stores and stuff, my mom said, "Oh, they didn't want to learn." When her friends said, "Why you don't speak any Spanish?" It ain't because we didn't want to learn. It's because that's something that you have to teach as you're growing up. You know what I'm saying? You have to teach your child Spanish as they grow up, or they won't know. You know how many friends I have that Spanish and they only speak English, and that's because their parents didn't teach them. You have to teach that. That's something you have to teach. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, like I said, my mom was too busy trying to learn English that she didn't teach me no Spanish. And when people say, "Why you don't know any, why you don't speak Espanol? Why you don't speak Spanish?" I say, "Poquito. I only speak poquito." I don't know Spanish because my mom didn't teach me. And so many of my friends, my mom friends used to tell her, "Look, that is something that you have to teach your child as they grow." They used to tell my mom she was wrong. You cannot blame your child for not knowing Spanish. That's something you have to teach your child. Okay? So, like I said, I had a mixed family and I was a middle child. I'm a middle child. So, like I said, my oldest sister, she speaks Spanish. And I think that's because she was the oldest one. So my mom spoke Spanish to her. But as my mother had kids back to back, she had us like a year apart. All of us are a year apart, literally. All of us are a year apart. So how are you going to speak Spanish having back to back baby, 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 and you're trying to learn English yourself? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's just confusing that my mom would tell her friends we didn't want to learn. That's something you have to teach, okay? Um, Rest in peace to my mother. I know she's looking down on me, and I'm still happy because I have a lot of friends who speak Spanish, and they understand because they also tell me, "Hey, I don't speak Spanish. I only speak English, and my parents are Spanish." You know, so it's like it's what you teach your kids is what they're gonna learn. You have to teach your kids that growing up. You know what I'm saying? That's something you have to teach your kids. And I have a sister who went to school because she felt like, "Hey, my mom speaks Spanish. I need to know how to speak Spanish too." She went to school and she learned. And she speaks Spanish like to a T. And I don't know how to speak Spanish yet. You know what I'm saying? And I respect her for that. She like, "Yo, it's in my heritage. This is part of my heritage. I want to learn how to speak Spanish." And she went to school and she know how to speak Spanish real well. She taught her daughter how to speak Spanish. So the point that I'm being is that don't think for a second because you have parents of different nationalities that because they speak different languages don't mean you can't learn. I could learn, but don't say we didn't want to learn. I would love to have to speak Spanish even to this day. You know, I feel like, yo, when you with your mom, you in the grocery stores, y'all shopping and stuff, you run into your friends and they speaking Spanish and you looking dumb as fuck. It's like, and then they speaking Spanish to you and your mom say, "Hey, she don't know Spanish." They like, "Why?" Because she didn't want to learn. That's BS. That's BS. You got to teach your child that language coming up. You know what I'm saying? So And yeah, Frazo, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn. It's not too late. I'm not old. I want to learn how to speak Spanish. And like I said, I speak poquito. I know español, no comprende. I know a few things now. I know pedra sucia. I know all the stuff that my mom, as growing up, when she cussed, my mom used to cuss. You know, pedra sucia, ideal smell. Oh my God, I know the basics. I know the basics. Trust me. So that being said, is I feel like if my mom would have just took a little more time out to just teach us. But don't tell your friends we didn't want to learn, because that's something you have to teach growing up. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I know a lot of Spanish people, full Spanish, no half breed, because I'm a half breed. Shit, my dad Jamaican, my mom is from Santo Domingo. But like I said, even full Spanish, they mom Spanish, they dad Spanish, and they can't speak Spanish because their parents only speak English. You know what I'm saying? And I get tired of that when I go out and when I'm out and about, and people be like, "Oh, I know your mom, and this and that," and they talking Spanish and stuff. It's like I don't know no Spanish. I only speak Poquito. I don't know, I don't know grande. I don't know grande. You know, so it's just kind of weird though. But um, it ain't too late to learn. They have apps now where you can learn how to speak it and all that stuff like that. And I'm gonna learn because I feel like you should know your heritage and how to speak their language. You know, so it's James Franco. Yo, grande is big. As if I don't know that. But for real, yo, I be getting mad, yo, when motherfuckers be like, yo, they be trying to speak Spanish. It's like, I don't know no Spanish. I'm still trying to learn Spanish. I only know poquito. You home yet? Yo, you something else. Sorry, shit. But yo, you know how much that shit used to hurt? What my mom used to say they didn't want to learn, and it's like that's something that you have to learn growing up. That's something you have to be taught. That shit used to bother me, yo, and it's still too to this day because I don't know how to speak Spanish, and to this day it still bothers me because I remember my mom say they didn't want to learn. It's like how we didn't want to learn. Aren't you the mom? Aren't you speaking Spanish? Aren't you supposed to teach us? Yo, what's the problem? Yeah, I just came on here to say that. I want to vent about that because even to this day, like I said, I see my mom friends and stuff, and they know me. They know me because of my mom. My mom was very active. She was an older lady, but she was very active. She used to go to the community center, the elderly community center, and work out and do all type of stuff. She was active until she passed. So she died with all her scruples, as my sister would say. She died with all her scruples. She knew what time it was, and I know for sure that my mom regretted. I know for sure she regretted because her friends used to tell her, look, that's all her friends used to tell her. No, 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 you cannot blame her. She used to be like, oh, they didn't want to learn. Her friends used to be like, no, that's something you have to teach them. It ain't that they didn't want to learn. It's something you have to teach them. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, you on my chat, my first in my chat. Drop your cash app. You interacting and stuff. Well, thank you for the praying emojis. I love that, and the dove too. No, I don't be bored, yo. I really don't. Yo, you know, I work. I work. I still got my side hustle regardless. So this is like some spare time for me. You know, it's some spare time. So I'll come on here once in a while. That's why I make sure. That's why I be making short videos. Cause when I come home, I be like, yo, I take my shower and I go to sleep. So I ain't gotta worry about Frizzy tonight. She getting her uterus. Well, actually, she getting a cat hysterectomy, so she won't be in heat. Cause she be screaming, hooting, hollering, ass in the air, all that shit. Yo, I ain't gotta deal with that tonight. I'm about to sleep good. Now I gotta pick her up at 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. They said her surgery went well. She did good. They gave her shots, all of her up to date shots. So she good. I bet you do got some spare time, dude. Yo, I ain't fucking with you, yo. Cut that out. Your ass ran off. Y'all go follow my boy. He got more subscribers than me, but Fraser Reacts, yo, his channel funny as fuck, yo. If you want a good laugh, yo, when you told that story, I literally cried tears. I cried tears. I cried. Yo, you a good ass storyteller, yo. That shit was funny as fuck. Yo, I love you, yo, Fraser. Keep that same energy, my dude. I'm gonna start going live more often. I really don't go live like that, but I'm gonna start going live more often because I like to talk. You know, get some real conversations going on. Yes, it's all love. Yes, all love. You gotta watch the other. I know. I've been. You know what? I kind of glanced through some of them. I think you was playing games. I ain't into all that gaming shit. Yeah. Yeah, you do. You do. And plus, he's a little handsome young man, y'all. So y'all young girls tune in to him because he's a handsome black man. Subscribe to his channel. That's my nephew right there. That's nephew. My boy. Oh my God. Public interviews. A word. Who you interviewing? Who you interview that's like you said public? What you mean by public? Cause I ain't seen no interviews of nobody like famous or no bullshit like that. Stop capping. Stop the cap. Oh, women? What you doing? What kind of content is that? You asking women questions and shit? What you doing with the interviews? What you saying to them? Oh yeah. Let me stop. Yes. I think I saw it. Yo, I did see it. I think was you asking women something about the qualifications, what do they see in a man or some shit like that? Or was it something? Probably been somebody else. I don't watch a lot of video. YouTube is my guilty pleasure, yo. This shit like a soap opera, yo. You come on here, you just watch shit and be like, wow. Fuck TV, like they said, TV ain't shit no more. Motherfuckers watching YouTube. YouTube is where it's at. And TikTok too. You go on TikTok, you gonna find something you interested in, something that you ain't, something that's you like in disbelief of. Like really, that was one. Yeah, I think I saw that. Yo, I saw that shit. I glanced through your shit, yo. You good at what you do though. You good. One day, like you said, we gotta get together and do a serious panel talk. You know what I'm saying? Something serious. I like real conversations. That makes sense. That's what I want to get into. Something that we could all benefit from. You know what I'm saying? Not no bullshit. Something that we could all benefit from. That after you finish watching that live, you be like, yo, that shit was real as fuck, yo. I need to make that turn for the right and not for the worst. All right, yo, do that then. I'm about to end this thing. I came on here for a second, but I'm about to end it. Yeah, hit me up. Love you. Peace.